Now we will talk about the characteristics of planning. First is definite goals. Planning has certain definite aims, and on the basis of these aims, plans are prepared. Now, before preparing plan, you need to have a definite aims, definite goals. You need to have a definite goals. You must have a definite aims, and basis of that you will plan your work. Next is forecasting. Forecasting is done on the basis of information and data. Now what happens? I'll give an example of students. Now what the student does, they appear exams, 1 year they study and they get the result. Now basing on the last year's data, what could be the data of education? How many time you have contributed in your educations, and then how you studied, and what is the result you have achieved it. Now these are the data and informations. How you improve at the various levels of exams. As you know, throughout in a year there are different exams are conducted, and there also you get the data from where you can see the improvement. So all those data and informations will help you to prepare your education next year. Similarly, in the organizations, they have the data and informations. Now these data and informations enables the person, individual, to forecast the future plan. Next, selection of best alternative. Now when we prepare plan for certain activities, we may have the different plans. We can create 2-3 different types of planning, like plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. We can have 4 different plans. Now out of these 4 different plans, we have to select the best plan that will help us to achieve our aim or goal. So that you have to do. Next is persuasive. Planning covers all managerial functions and all aspects of the organization. Now planning is, as I told in the nature of planning, that planning is the base of all other various management functions. So planning actually covers all the managerial functions. The managers, they have to, what the activities that they are performing, those all will be covered in planning and all the aspects of the organizations. Next is flexibility. Planning always has the quality of flexibility. Planning cannot be rigid. So persuasive means it covers all the managerial function as well as the aspects of the organization. Next is flexibility. I was talking about the flexibility. Flexibility, the plan cannot be rigid. It has to be flexible. It should be such that it is applicable according to the needs and circumstances. It should be made such that it makes everyone comfortable and they can understand the planning, and according to the circumstances, situations, it can be changed. So that is why it is said it is flexible. It's a continuous process. Now planning is a continuous process. Planning is a never-ending function due to the ever-changing environment of the business. Now if we look into the business sectors, every now and then it is changing. If we talk about the present, we can see that due to the pandemic COVID-19, there is a lots of changes in the business activities. Sometimes it is closed, sometimes it is open, and sometimes we see the times they are changing. So accordingly, we have to use our plan. So plan is a never-ending process. Once the organization opens, till it closes down, within this lifetime, this planning has to go on. If we look into ourselves, we take birth, and after that, as we start going to schools, then before school, our routine is developed by our parents when we are not much conscious about our activities, when we do not have much activities like studies and all, going to schools, going to tuitions, then studies. This when we don't have, then also our parents, they prepare a routine for us. They prepare a plan for us for our daily, everyday, for every day plan there is. Now when we grow a little big, we become reach the age of 4 and 5 years, then we start going to schools. Now when we start going to schools, our plan and we prepare different plans at this. As we go to the higher classes, our plans keeps on changes according to the aims and objectives. So if we see, and once we finish our studies, then we go for the professions. There also we need to have a plan. We need to have a plan at our home. We need to have a plan at our working places. We need to have a plan for our recreation. So everywhere we need a plan. So plan is a never-ending job. It never ends. After the person takes birth till his death, he has everyday plan. Before death, till death, he has everyday plans. So without plan, you cannot survive. So similarly, an organization, without their planning, they cannot survive a single day. So this is why the planning is called as a continuous process. Thank you.